Alright, what's up? We are back with more of Geneforge 1 Mutagen. Here we are at the underground river now, so it's time to explore that and continue our adventure. The stone platform once safely spanned the swift, dark river. Now a large middle section of it is missing. It didn't collapse. Some mechanism made it sink into the river. This was a small, simple shaping hall. When beasts of burden, guards, or other simple creations were needed, they were made here. Okay, I deactivated a power spiral. We have a couple essence pools here. The floor ahead glows slightly. The air near the pad is warm. These are a common shape or defensive mechanism. Crystal fibers run from the pad into the wall. When energy is directed through the crystals into the pad, the stone glows bright and is hot enough to severely burn anyone who passes over it. The power is usually generated nearby. Sometimes it is impossible to find where the energy is being generated. Oh, are you kidding me? Killed my freaking Blish so fast. You find the body of a Sholai invader. Killed trying to explore this place. The searing floor injured him and turrets finished the job. Well, we finished those turrets. Oh snap! I didn't even Okay, whatever. Okay, that was my own fault. That was my own fault. See, even the power spiral says he's making that lack of judgment. Yeah, I should have looked for another power spiral. Speaking of, that was such a goof on my part. I can't believe I can't believe I just did that. But fortunately, we were not that far into this anyway. Totally a brain fart on my part. At least I have my Vlish back. I better keep it away from the turrets, since it can take a lot of damage. Okay, so let's do this the smart way this time. Not just walk across a thing that generates burning hot coals. Come on now. Alright, these are fine. They don't cause that much damage overall. It's the ones north of them that got me killed. Okay, so yeah, let's just not walk across a bunch of hot coals here. I'll keep my glitch behind for now. Since it's going to end up taking the most damage of these. Okay, there we are. There are power spirals. Living knife. But that would be good if we had a guardian, but we don't. Alright, is that what shut off the power over here now? Nope, that's still quite a bit of... Or maybe not, actually? I don't even know. Okay. Let's just explore the rest of the area. The Riles could use this room to change ropes and tend to their equipment before a shift in the mines. This was once a small foundry. Ore was laboriously carried here basket by the Serviles. Then it was placed in large iron vats and exposed to intense heat. The minerals needed by shapers for their work were then extracted. This facility has been shut down for many years. The furnace under the steel grate is long dormant. It looks like, with not too much effort, it could be revived. The machinery is still well preserved. What the heck? That thing just damaged me. At least it blows up after you touch it. They are not generous with the amount of mechanics that you need, that's for sure. Good lord, what the heck? There is a large control panel here. Long strands of crystalline fiber connect it to wreckage of the two nearby power spirals. It had a lot of controls, but most of them have been removed, broken off, or deactivated. Only one switch is still working. When you flip the switch, you hear a snapping noise inside the panel. Nothing else happens. Perhaps the panel drew power from the power spirals nearby. Perhaps it's just broken. Either way, it's useless. Oh, were we not just destroy those, or was that just a useless control panel no matter what? Dagnabbit. You have cleared a safe path through this area. Glitch. Well, considering that mine just died. Don't worry about it right now. Wait, can we cross the pathway over here since we pretty much took out everything? I want to see what's over in this section. How do you disable that? Deactivated, already deactivated. What the? Was that just a over? That's just a glitch? I don't even... Okay, whatever. Do you require any goods, Shaper? I am Dispenser. Dispenser? You mean you give away items? No, Shaper, I sell them. Insert money into my slot and I will make an item available. I was created for this purpose by Agent Feleth. Would you like to see my wares? Servant mines are some of the most complicated creations to create and maintain. To use one as a mere merchant is unthinkable. A servant mine created just to sell items? That is insane. I know nothing of this, Shaper. I am here to serve you. Would you like to see my wares? What happened to Feleth? One day, she gave me a large store of nutrients and left. She said she would be back soon. I do not think she was correct. Would you like to see my wares? Why was this island abandoned? I know I'm not important enough to be told anything like that. There are two unusual things about the cert mine. First, it is awake and alert. Its long stay in these tunnels hasn't harmed it at all. Second, its stone base is unusual. There are several crystal panels and a large stone slot set into it. Behind the flat crystals, you can barely make out items. Greetings, Shaper, the creature says. I am Dispenser Mine. May I interest you in any of my wares? Very strange. You've never met a mine like this. Please open the... What can you tell me about these mines? Nothing, Shaper. I know nothing. I'm only here to dispense. I will trade with you. Of course, Shaper. The crystal panels gleam for a moment, and then it becomes easier to see through them. I want to sell something. I am sorry, Shaper. Feleth never installed that capability within me. I don't have adequate panel and object manipulation capabilities. I would like to buy something. You have never heard of anyone creating a servant mine just to sell items. Still, some valuable goods were left inside it. Okay, that would be good if we had a guardian or agent. Same thing for the Guardian. I don't think that's worth getting because it's a penalty to endurance, and you need as much health as you can get. I don't want to see your wares. Yeah, Shaper. When you want to see my valuable products, please return to me. It closes the size. Please open these panels. I am sorry, Shaper. I cannot do that. I am charged by fellas to only open these panels when I have received a fair price. You could give me a discount, at least. The servant mind is convinced by your powerful aura of authority. Yes, Shaper, of course. I am a Shaper and I command you to open the panels. That would contradict my instructions. Okay. So interesting. We have a servant mind that can sell items. This was an apothecary and a surgery. Servile miners hurt in the course of their work here were brought for repairs. Eastern Mines. You enter the Sucia Island mines. They are much more extensive than you expected. The Shapers found large deposits of raw, powerful crystals. These can be magically charged and used to power their research. This facility doesn't show the signs of servile looters and human invaders common to other ruins on this island. The Shapers must have done something to strongly discourage exploration here. You notice a familiar device on the floor nearby. It has two crystals on it, one tinted red and the other green. You notice that the red crystal is flashing brightly. This is generally meant as a warning. You see an ominous glowing crystal spire not far ahead. When you recognize what it is, you get a sinking feeling. It's a defense pylon, a mindless, extremely dangerous creation. It is a crystal cylinder full of essence or organic goo. When active, it is capable of incinerating nearby intruders. When you get close, it begins to pulse. It is active and dangerous. Sometimes these pylons have mechanisms that enable you to deactivate them, but you can't see anything of the sort nearby. Pylons are very difficult to kill, and you may need to use mechanics or stealth to get past them. If you can't pass them, look for a different route through Sucia Island. May eventually have to invest in stealth then. At this rate. Probably do that on the next level up. Right, dry waste. Remember, the mines are difficult anyway, so... look for a different route on Sucia Island. We can definitely do that, I think. I'd rather not use my skill points right now. Let me actually look that up real quick and see if stealth is required for the game. Okay. Okay, you know what? I think I will go ahead and invest in stealth within the next level. Since it is my lowest skill at this point. Alright, we'll save one skill point for now. I still would rather much fight stuff, but will you snap out of it? I don't care if no charge village has seen me. Freaking terror village. What the heck? Why is it constantly terrifying? Oh, are you kidding me? Get me out of this freaking terrify effect right now. And it killed my freaking... Oh my god! It killed my freaking... Doing that. This is an ancient stone pillar. It has been sitting in this cave for many centuries. The constant drip of water from the ceiling has coated it with thick mineral deposits, concealing whatever purpose it once had. How much stealth would we actually need to get through a lot of stuff? Or get through those pylons? I cannot believe that actually happened. It was stunning. It was just terrifying my thing like crazy and damaging it constantly. Back to my dang. Give me back my dang creations. Ooh, we got some mines in the middle of nowhere. Okay, well, we wasted a spore because of it. These don't even do that much damage. Okay, yeah, screw these freaking Terror Valish. But yeah, I didn't want to make stealth a priority in this game anyway. At least for the time being, because I knew I had other things I could be working on. We will get some levels in it, at least. If it means getting a better route to things. Dyrazod. Alright, more of those Terrible-ish, okay. Oh, now y'all are terrified? Man, get out of here with that. The survivors on Sucia Island have spent the last century industriously scouring Shaper ruins for any supplies of value. This building is a center for that sort of activity. You've never seen such an array of old, crumbling Shaper debris. There are broken vats, rusty equipment, used canisters, and a dazzling array of mixed trash. Apparently useful items were taken south to the cities. Junk comes here to die. Okay, well, we can head up there in a moment. I do want to explore all the pathways. Ooh, this is where we can continue Tales Extended. We might do that next. A Soraya walks up to greet you. She is middle-aged, full of energy, and unaffected by the fact that you are a Shaper. She smiles up at you. Greetings. Welcome to our humble trash pit. I am Proof. I am the trader here. I would like to trade with you. Most of the items Proof has of any value have already been traded away to the towns to the south. You aren't impressed with her selection. I want to sell something. These items are not useful to me. Do you have any quality equipment? She thinks. Yes, we do. Hidden. Special things, which we are saving to sell for money for emergencies. But you are the Shaper. We might trade with you if you help us. Help you how? To the west, through the waste, you will find a large gate. Some miles to the west. There are large stone pillars around it, and many ghosts. None of us have been able to explore and scavenge beyond that gate because of the spirits. But you might be able to clear it so we can go past there. If you clear that gateway, I will let you see our special stash. Who were the ghosts in life? We don't know. They aren't talkative. They are usually too busy trying to drain the life energy of their victims. What makes the shades so dangerous? We never fought them, of course. We ran away. We could sense their power, though. There was a lot of it. Aren't you worried about the rogues? Proof smiles up at you. Her attitude makes you feel at ease for a brief moment in this miserable desert. She is still eager to trade with you. Aren't you worried about the rogues outside? No. Those Valish, or their ancestors, have been living out there for many, many years. They are old rogues. We feed them. They leave us alone. The old rogues only rarely threaten survivals. Only when they are scared or hungry. What about the rogues who do attack survivals? Those are the new rogues. They appeared only recently, only after the outsiders came. Have you seen the outsiders? Very little. They enter these mountains, and the Valish chase them out. We spend most of our time scavenging the waste. The wastes are full of old rogues, and the outsiders stay away from there. What sort of things are around here? To the west and north are the dry wastes, many the old spirits, many vicious rogues. Very few survivals are brave enough to go out there. To the south are settled lands and Vakuri and Pinto, sane survivals. To the east is the river and then the research halls. The old Shaper halls. There are many outsiders and rogues. Very, very dangerous. What sort of things are in the dry waste? Ah, now there is a mystery. I don't know. The Shapers, when they were here, only rarely went out there. There are ruins, old ruins, of the people who lived here long ago, before the Shapers came. At least that is what the old Shaper records say. I found mentions that the Shapers built a tomb out there once, but that is all I found. What do you know about this tomb? Almost nothing. It would be a place of great honor for the greatest researchers of the Shapers on the island. I don't know where it was or what would be put into it. Have you seen anything else unusual? Well, there are the cactus fields due west of here. They're filled with claw bugs now. Very dangerous. Before the rogues appeared, though, I'd sometimes see a thod wandering around out there. Didn't see it very often. It avoided me. One strange thing about it, it was always clutching a metal orb to its chest. You meet a jittery old servile. He is hard at work trying to repair an old thorn baton. It is still alive, but its stone casing is cracked. The servile manipulates his tools with surprising skill, trying to heal the creature. At first, it seems like he doesn't notice you. Then you realize that you are making him very nervous, and he is immersing himself in his work to remain calm. He finally looks up and says, Welcoming to the Shaper. Welcome. I am Shock. Welcome to our tiny shop. There is no need to be afraid. I will not harm you. All survivals on this island fear you. I hear the gossip. I hear what they say. I hear them talk when they come to trade. We are all terrified of the return of the Shapers. Until your council says we can remain as we are, the terror will remain. What are you working on? I fix things. We find many of your old things, and us tinkers, descendants of tinkers, we fix them and trade them so we can live. It is hard work, but our ancestors were trained well. Right now, I'm trying to repair this baton. Its housing is cracked and the pressure on the creature prevents it from spitting the thorn properly. I wish I could repair better, but I don't have enough Shaper equipment. It is rare. Perhaps I can help. You may look. You know more than me. You inspect the baton. It is actually a simple job. You pick up a tool and easily fix a baton. Thank you, Shaper. You are kind. This is yours. You should have it. He hands a working baton to you. He picks up another broken baton and gets to work. What sort of equipment do you need? Shaper equipment, machinery, lab devices. If you find something like that, I would pay you. I can do that. Where might I find good equipment? I cannot reach the research halls in the mountains at the northeast corner of the island. I suspect you can find the most equipment there. What are you working on? Survival, I require your assistance. Proof can trade with you. She is in the entry room. We will not help you more without fair trades. We are in Udall. We do not like being around other survivals. We have no strong feelings for the awakened or the obeyers or so on. Well, we are free creatures. We trade. Your opinions will not matter for long. We Shapers will expect that you obey us. So we are sure. Some of us will have to be forced. My bond and I have our lives here, and we wish to keep them without shackles. You are in Udall, how? As I said, we do not like being around other survivals. The fanatic sects of the town demanded more obedience than we gave. Doc continues to work on the Thorn Baton. Occasionally, the tiny creature inside the weapon squeaks in annoyance. I would like to trade with you. Go out and speak with proof. I am not the dealer. I work and repair and scavenge. I am not one for bartering. You do the scavenging, isn't it dangerous? It is strange. Even the most mad rogues do not chase me, as long as I am careful and do not get too close. I think it is something basic in their minds and the way you Shapers made them, which makes them fear attacking survivals. Or, at least, that is the way it was. Lately, more and nastier rogues that happily attack us, have appeared. What sorts of things do you scavenge? Anything. Anything I can find, but mostly trash. I wish I could get to the old Shaper records which say where the best supplies are. But I cannot. Old Shaper records, where might those be? Kazg. Kazg was once the largest city on this island. All the records of where the most valuable equipment was placed are there. But Kazg is held by the Takers, and the Takers will not share. If you want to know more about what you could find where, Kazg is the place to go. Koivo is their main record keeper. This control panel was ripped whole out of some ruin somewhere. It isn't hooked up to anything, and the organic part of it is slowly dying. Ooh, I don't want to burn living tools that easily. What's in here? Okay, he let us keep the baton, but we don't really need it either, so I'll just put that away. Let's go to the Baron's research. Hooray, more Terribilicious, okay. Oh, how did... Oh, okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna complain about it. Let's just kill these things. You are outside a massive Shaper installation. It was buried under the shifting sands for many years, and then someone dug it out. Now, whoever lives here, they have left a gruesome warning to intruders. Skulls on poles. Happily, the skulls were all removed from creations, not humans or survivals. Still, it is a clear message that you may not be welcome. You can see a writing on the obelisk ahead. Baron's Research. A Shaper research hall kept out in the waste, a safe distance from any town. Uncomprehending stare. Okay, well, I know we are going to be welcome here, because we do have the feather. Some drawings have been etched in the stone pillars to either side. Survivors carved them into the stone with crude tools. The drawings depict huge, strange birds. They stand upright, but they have reptilian wings and tails. You look at the feathers you found in the research warren to the south. The drawings clearly depict cockatrices. Interesting. A long passage leads into this facility. At the far end, you see several survival guards. They are fierce Inutile, sharpened to a fine point by years surviving this harsh desert. One of them shouts, "We know you! You are the Shaper. Stay out, or we slay you. You have nothing for us." Remembering the carvings behind you, you pull the cockatrice feather out of your pouch and show it to them. Its many colors shimmer in the sun, making everything else seem dull and dusty in comparison. The effect on the guards is instant. They take a step backward, clearing your way into the fortress. You merge into the clearing in the middle of these research halls. Cliff walls rise high over your heads to either side. This facility is sustained by a natural spring which creates a small, cool oasis. Survivals everywhere stare at you as you pass. They are not friendly. The Inutiles came here to escape intruders, and your presence alarms them. As you advance, they all find excuses to go somewhere else as far away as possible. There are several stone structures set in the cliff wall surrounding you. The largest, the main research hall, is to the east. Another large hall is directly across to the north. This hall was once used for presentations and debate. Shapers would show their new works here, and others would examine and discuss them. Now the leader of this outpost lives here. He stands on the showing platform in the middle of the hall. He is an old survival. His hood is pulled back, letting you see his twisted features. Some work of magic has horribly disfigured him. He says in a clear, precise voice, "Come in, Shaper. You came bringing a great treasure with you. I very much want to speak with you." Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is just save the game right here, and I'll see you all in the next part.